welcome Connie Lim and Noah Needleman to the show. Welcome
nice
to the show, you guys. So, Jonathan and I learned something. You guys are fans of each other.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys meet and decide to tour?
Go ahead.
Well, okay, we've been
Who's
friends.
gonna answer?
Who's that? I'll answer. I'll take this story. Because I really like this story. We met playing a gig with a mutual friend named Justin Hopkins. You may have seen him on The Voice last year, and he's out on tour with Tony Luca right now. Really talented guy, great guy, lovely. And so we were both playing, and I remember I was there with a group of my friends while Connie was playing, and I kept like getting distracted from the conversation, like looking up at Connie, and it just kept happening. So finally, she was leaving while I was up on stage, and so I stopped singing in the middle of a song, and I was like, "Where can I find you?" She's like, "Find me on Facebook." Okay.
Thank God.
So,
Find me on Facebook.
Facebook.
And Connie signed to our friend's
Right.
label,
The
Jay Frank.
The label you mentioned, DigSin. Jay Frank was an industry veteran. Talk about his model and why that appealed to you so much.
Yeah, well, DigSin is based off of singles, and the whole idea, Jay, when he first met me, I had this ambition of releasing 3 EPs in a year and then, you know, 6 songs each, and he was like, we need to slow down because there's just so much music that's being like fed to consumers that people don't really have time to search through all this stuff. So to introduce an artist, we do a single hopefully every 3 months, paired with the music video, because I think YouTube is just such a universal way of checking out new music. That's how I listen to most of my new music.
That's what my kids do too.
Right, yeah.
So you obviously put up a lot of videos there.
Yeah.
And you've had success in getting plays.
Yeah.
What can you attribute that to? What can you recommend to kids out there or musicians out there trying to get heard above the noise?
Yeah, I think the biggest lesson that I've learned this year, which is, and it goes beyond music as well, is being responsive to people who are reaching out, because I think like majority of people who listen to music will watch the video and then click on some other site, check their email, but the people who are actually going reply and taking the time to type, that means something.
Right.
It's very
Conversation. You start a
Engaging the
conversation.
fans.
So when I first started, I was like, oh, okay, the cool musician, I'll kind of keep my distance, make it seem mysterious. But then once I started responding within like, you know, a 24-hour period, like being responsive and interactive with them, like the fans base started growing, and I have like a very loyal fan base where they know what's going on, they're spreading the word, and so it's a slow build, but it's a long-term build, and so I'd say replying to the responses.
So just a conversation,
Yeah.
building it up.
And both of you have had placements in film and TV. Like, how do you, and you've had like a couple too, like how did that come about and how's that helped your career?
Well, mostly, more than anything else, the being on the television is you get paid.
That's
it's a
true.
cash infusion
Trying to
into
make a
the
living.
business. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like the biggest thing. And I was I was actually one of my finer moments actually featured on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I wasn't actually going to
That's
say it, but yeah, you
It
were.
was,
Whatever,
yeah, it was
it's great.
definitely, and I didn't realize how many people watched that show.
Yeah.
And the influx of, I mean, my Facebook, my email inbox, my phone text messages, people were calling me that I hadn't seen in years saying, "You've made it."
Wow. In case you missed it, the weekly Comet is now available on demand on emPOWERme.tv. And don't forget to click subscribe so you can leave comments.
Gotta subscribe to be in the game.